Hello everybody. Hopefully you can hear me okay. We are going to learn some Blackout today. Yeah, Blackout, 1980 Williams, I believe. Oh yeah, it says right there. 1980 Williams. Pretty simple game, but interesting layout. It's got 3 spinners. I don't know if any game had 3 spinners before this. Correct me, anybody. That's a good trivia question. But I'm sure something had 3 spinners before this. But again, 3 awesome spinners. One that you can do a complete orbit, hit 2 of the spinners at once by hitting the left one. There's this right spinner next to the saucer in the shooter lane that feeds the top lanes. It kind of goes across the playfield. It's real difficult to hit, but super satisfying when you do. The game's rules are pretty simplistic, so we'll get into those now, and shouldn't take too long to kind of give you a sense of how the game plays and what you need to shoot to score big on it, and then we'll see if we can't blow it up. So the score to beat we're going to try tonight is 753,000. I've gotten that so far with play testing this bad boy. But anyway, we'll get going into the rules here. Various targets all over the play field will increase your bonus, which is your wheel in the middle here. The end lanes will advance it 3 times, so you'll get 3,000 for each end lane. I'm not entirely sure the other targets that will advance bonus, but we'll figure it out as we play and just kind of keep track of what adds to the bonus. Your bonus multipliers are down here in the grid. You can get up to 5x. That's pretty simple and standard up top. Your 1, 2, 3 lanes. This game is just like Firepower. You can move the lanes with your right flipper button, but only the right flipper button. So you can cycle your lanes and get your 1, 2, 3. Pop bumpers. Pop bumpers start unlit. There's a target for 1,000 points up in the left portion of the pop bumper nest. When you hit that, it'll light a pop bumper. So if you hit that 3 times, it'll light all the pop bumpers. So I think it just takes them from scoring 100 to 1,000 apiece. Moving on to the top right drop target bank. There's 2 of them down right now, but there's 3 targets there. It's got the orange lights in front of it. That is condition orange. So if you complete those drop targets, you'll light your orange light at the saucer, which if you hit the saucer, it'll score 5,000 points. One of the 3 orange arrows will be lit in front of the drop targets at any given point in time. I believe that arrow moves each time you complete the drop targets, but if you hit the lit drop target, it'll be worth 5,000 points instead of, I think, 1 or 500 points. Then you got your left spinner, which is essentially the right orbit. Then you come down and you got the right spinner, which again feeds the top lanes if you happen to hit that. Then you have your saucer. We'll get back to that, but again, if you complete that top drop target bank, it's going to feed that. It's going to prime that saucer for an extra 5,000 points and light up the orange light on there, so you know that's ready. The center drop target bank is very deadly, but if you do complete that, you will get another 5,000 point light lit on your saucer. That's the red one, so condition red. You'll hear him say that when we complete that. Only, I think 1 or 2 of the red lights will be lit at any point in time. And again, you hit the lit drop target and it'll score more points. So 5,000 instead of 500, 5,000 instead of 100, something like that. The red lights move by hitting the spinners. So you can change the lit drop target if you want by hitting spinners. I don't really worry about that, but that's what happens. Your 5 bank of spot targets on the left are all green. That's condition green. Those are all worth 5,000 when lit. So this one's kind of confusing because they're always lit. They're either lit solid or they're flashing. So I believe if they're flashing, they're worth the 5,000. If they're lit solid, then they're worth a lower amount of points. So that's your condition green. Once you get that, you'll light green at the saucer. Then you'll have all 3 of them lit. So you'll have 5,000 apiece, so 15,000 sit at the saucer. Blackout, the blue one, will also be lit. If you hit the saucer when Blackout is lit, you'll get the full value of the saucer. I believe it gives you 5,000 if it's unlit, so you'll get 20,000 and Blackout doubles it. So you'll get 40,000, I believe. Then it kicks the ball back out, and you can get your colors again to relight Blackout. Another way to light Blackout is to complete the top drop target bank 3 times in the same ball. If you do that, there's various reasons to keep going after that upper drop target bank. One, you can light Blackout just from doing that, so you don't have to worry about the dangerous drop targets in the middle. You can simply go after the drop targets up top and get your Blackout lit. Hitting the drop targets down twice up top will light both right spinners. So you can see they're flashing red here for 1,000 a pop. And those behave similarly to Firepower, if you're familiar with that game, when that spinner's lit, where the points are delayed. When you rip these spinners, you're going to see them being worth 100 a tick as it's spinning, and then at a point in time, while it's still spinning, it starts just piling on thousands of points after that because they're worth 1,000 a pop. Firepower's a little bit different. It doesn't give you any points until it stops spinning, and then it just piles on the points. But either way, be careful when you rip a lit spinner on this that you don't drain quickly because you probably didn't get the points yet for that big spinner rip. So make sure the ball's in play and you get those piles of points before you drain. A few other things. There's the left orbit shot, which is the left spinner. You can see the lights running up past that. So they go 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000. It starts with the 5,000 points lit. You can advance that value by hitting all the spot targets on the left, or you can advance that value by making the complete orbit. That is by hitting the left spinner, have it go all the way around, and come out the right spinner. The game will award you the value, say orbit completed, and then it'll move to the next value. That's how I usually like to move up the ladder, is just keep hitting that orbit, because you're getting the points. You get that point value by hitting the complete orbit. So just hitting these spot targets, yeah, it'll advance the value, but you don't actually get the value until you make that full orbit. And you might as well just keep hitting the orbit, because it's giving you the full value, moving it to the next value, and going and going. Your in lanes, if you complete the left spot targets a second time, it lights the in lanes, which will be worth 3,000 a pop. I believe they will always advance your bonus 3 times, but I'm not totally sure. That might only happen when they're lit as well, but I think they always advance 3 times if you go into an in lane. That's pretty much it. Let me just double check here. Yep, that's it. So we'll go ahead and get started playing, and I'll kind of talk over what I like to do on it. Let me know if the game seems too loud. Seems okay for me, but it might be picking up on the microphone different than... Yeah, 3 spinners, what more do you want? And these bad boys are juiced. So we're going to try our best. I have a heck of a time hitting that right one, but it's very satisfying when you do hit it. The far right one. The right like back corner, that one's not too bad. But they are juicy. Had a couple practice games before the stream started, and I was not able to find that left spinner. I'm usually pretty locked into that, but not tonight. So again, those green targets are always lit in some way, shape, or form, but you want to hit the flashing ones. So I've hit all of them except the bottom one. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get my orbits going. Still lit. So I didn't quite go all the way around, so it's not going to give me that orbit completed value. Here's my annoyance with this game. When you hit the spinners, it has these increasing sounds, and if you happen to have the spinner stop on a very annoying sound, like this one, the only way to like move away from that sound is to hit the spinners again. So it'll do the other sound effects, but it'll go right back to that sound. So I don't know if that's just the one I'm playing, or if they all do that, but I did find that to be pretty annoying. It's funny we did it in like the first 5 seconds of the stream. So we hit a spinner, now it'll move away from that annoying sound. But I guess it's a good reason to, it just makes you want to hit the spinners more. There's one. So we completed the orbit. We got the left spinner value, which may have been nothing to start, because now the 5,000's lit. Another orbit, so now the value just keeps moving up. So super fun shot to go. I don't know, I was talking about this the other day. I think they need to bring this back. Have 2 spinners on the same shot. Whether you use diverters or whatever. I think if they brought this back in a similar ilk where there's 2 spinners on the orbits, but not like Iron Man, where they're just kind of at the entrance and exits. I don't know. Like maybe have it broken up like this, and then you could also have controlled gates to not always have it loop around. You can have it do it sometimes. Maybe you have to hit a shot first to open it up, and then one time it around. That'd be really cool if they brought shots that had multiple spinners through the shots. Like, you know how we got inline drop targets? Let's have some inline spinners rocking. So I think this is the most orbits I've ever gotten in one ball. Alright, so we got the top bank done. So you can see at our saucer, our orange is lit. So we can just keep banging that saucer for 10,000 a pop if we want. Because I think, again, I think we get 5,000 for unlit saucer plus 5,000 for each light. But if we hit those drop targets down again, we'll get both right spinners lit. And you gotta do that on one ball, or else you have to start over again on the next ball. And I don't know how other games play, but on this one you can definitely backhand these targets. We got 2 of our colors for Blackout. But again, if we don't need to complete green. If we want to hit the drop targets down up top one more time, well, we got green anyway. Again, you don't have to collect all the colors to light Blackout. You can, well, we still need our middle ones. So if we hit the top, if we hit this drop target right here, we'll light Blackout, or if we complete the upper drop targets one more time. But our both right spinners are lit. So we got the game set up pretty good right now. Ooh, back for... Oh, shoot, I didn't change the stream info. Thanks for letting me know. Changing right now. I like how you can do it on your phone now. I guess you can't change the go live notification. Oh well. Sorry for the false advertising. Hey, at least I stayed in the same year. 1980, right? Alright, so let's hit some lit spinners. So that's juicy. See how it's not giving me any thousands yet? Then all of a sudden they just start piling up. See how they're going crazy now? That's still from the spinner. So, we got that going. Alright, let's try and get this last order for 20K. Yep. So here's the weird thing about this game that I found out in my testing. We've completed all our orbit values. See how they're all unlit again? So there's no way to light those orbit values again. This ball. The only way we can even do it later in the game is if we hit the saucer during this ball. If we drain right now, we can't get those advancing full orbit values. Like, we can't get orbit completed again for the rest of the game. That's got to be a bug. It seems weird. But I did a bunch of testing, and I'm pretty sure that's right. So let's try and get Blackout so we don't get blocked out of this. There we go. Blackout's cool. It turns off all the GI, does a cool like animation. I think this was the first game to ever use controlled GI to turn off and on. Every game before this, the GI was just constant on and it never flashed, never blinked, whatever. So I think that allowed us to do our orbits again starting the next ball, but you'll see. Oh, I did get it. So maybe you can do it this ball. But in testing, if I just kept ripping those orbits, it would stop letting me have it after a while. So I guess you got to do a Blackout before you can unlock them again. heck of a start here. Missed some people entering chat. Oh, thanks, Jesse. Yeah, it turned out good. I mean, like you said, just need to be cleaned up real good and put some nice LEDs in it, so it, you know, should be bright even if you put it in a dark corner. Juice the spinners. It's playing pretty good. I still haven't put the your lane guides are actually pretty solid on this, so the ball transition to the flippers pretty good. I did buy the new ones just so they're absolutely perfect. But I'm still waiting on the metal spacers that go underneath them. That Nick Shell person that runs, he's a guy over in Virginia that runs that Roanoke Pinball Museum. He says he makes them, so he's sending me a set. So just waiting on those. Because I tried to get them off these original ones, but I didn't want to break anything. So, and he was out there available to make them. So that way you'll have 2 sets, so you can put them in another game or do whatever. But yeah, this thing's playing pretty sweet. Yeah, cease and assist from Williams coming for streaming their highly touted Blackout game. I'm even going to put music on after we play this for a few games. After we get through the tutorial portion. And nobody's going to be able to touch me for the music that I play. I know for a fact. Might lose all my viewers, but we won't get in trouble. Oh, that's why you don't go for the center drops. Just kind of let them happen. Always be complete in your top lanes. Bonus does not hold. I think your top lanes, if you haven't completed them, will save. But outside of that, everything in this game resets ball to ball. So you got to put together those big balls. Big balls. You need big balls in this game. Get some more orbits going. Oh no! We're stuck on a bad sound. Hit the spinner! Stuck on a bad sound. There we go. Ah, relief. Oh, I thought we were going to get stuck on another one. Condition yellow. Go around. Damn. Sloppy feet out of there. Killed me. Alright, not bad. We pretty much only played 2 balls on that, but that was a good start. Good start. Yeah. Darren, those Cliffy lane guides are amazing. But like I said, on this one, the feeds are pretty nice, but I got them anyway, so they'll be perfect. And then he can just use these as an extra set for some other game. Thanks, George. Yeah, I think Williams might be coming after me for me not getting prior permission to stream this game. They're gonna... Whoa! Drop my beer. If that looked cool, go ahead and clip that. They're gonna take my literally hundreds of dollars I've made from streaming over the past like 5 years. Oh, hey. Mr. Pariah Carey in chat. Welcome, sir. How was your Christmas? I don't know who's going to be willing to be smacked in the face with my beer on stream. I guess I'd have to do it to someone unwilling, which would be my wife or stepdaughter. I don't think that would go over well. Dogs definitely help with the cleanup, but unfortunately, Both dogs we have now are not beer fans. It's a total shame. Now the dog I lost this year, Palmer. Ooh, baby. That dog was obsessed with beer. That dog loved beer. You could fill up a Solo cup and put it in front of him, and he'd drink the whole thing. I'm not saying I ever did that. Oh, there's a right spinner shot. I'm not saying I ever did that. I just have a hunch that he would do that. We're getting some serious bonus X here, but oh, backhands for days, spinners for days. I meant to try this new bot that a good friend of mine made, Chad Hobbs, who also runs Pinhead's Pinball Zine here in Cincinnati. If you don't know Pinheads, definitely look them up on Facebook and get yourself a subscription to Pinhead's Pinball Zine here from Cincinnati. I think they're $2 a piece, or maybe $1 a piece. And there's limited edition ones you get for $2 a piece, like something like that. But he made this awesome bot for Twitch because he does these pinball trivia nights on Google Meet like every few months. And he made a bot for Twitch where if you put in a certain command, it just starts a pinball trivia game like in chat, so you guys could all play and it keeps score. It's basically, 1 to 2 word answers, and the first person to guess it right, like you can just keep guessing until you get it right, but the first person to answer it right gets a point, and then it just keeps going. It's pretty awesome. I also nominate Jerry Westerkamp to be smacked with a beer. I think there's like at least 20 people that would pay to see that happen. We're stuck on a bad sound. This is honestly my only knock on the game. There we go. I really don't have a bad thing to say about this other than that. I need to stop trying to catch those out of there. It's not really likely. There we go. Man. Another thing I highly recommend for these older Williams games, completely replace the flipper mechanisms. I'm talking every piece, and replace them with the newer WPC style mechs with the extension springs and the newer brackets and the separate coil stops, the whole gamut. Just get the full assemblies and replace the whole thing. Just put the coils, the flipper coils the game needs, but replace everything else, and you'll be ripping around these play fields in no time. Ooh. I'm not familiar with the Twisted Teeth face smack video, but it sounds awesome. I need to look that up. So let's hit that orbit again and see if it gives it to us. I bet it won't. Oh, no, it is. That is so weird. What did I do during my testing to think that those orbits get denied at a certain point? I do not know, but they're not doing it now. Maybe mine had a weird behavior to it. So weird. Alright. We gotta... What, double our score to... Yeah, more than double our score. Thanks for the follow, BC Fritz. Oh boy. Darren, are you going over to Brady's tonight? Ooh, baby. Got lit spinners. So it looks like we've hit that top target a few times. Now all our pop bumpers are lit. Let's get some lit spinners. God, that orbit never gets old. I don't care if it's not worth that much. Oh. Okay, let's try and get that right spinner. Ooh, a little sloppy, but we got it. Ah! Get them points. Those spinner points. Oh. No! What we got? Oh, okay. I thought he said you might be coming over. Who was it? Maybe he was talking about somebody else. Alright, we'll play one more and then we'll start the musical portion of the video. I just wanted to get a good initial video together for a tutorial and some gameplay. I think we pretty much showed how the key to scoring big on this, pretty much just concentrate on that upper drop target bank. I just kind of let these targets happen. If Blackout's lit, great. I mean, if you had that shot dialed in, I bet, I mean, you could probably get after that, but just crush those orbits and hit those upper drops. One thing that happened to me recently that hasn't happened to me in a long time, and some of you might not even be aware of this, but was anybody aware of the whole, like, getting iced phase, or being iced by your friends? It involves smearing off ice, and basically you have to hide one. You can't just give it to your friend. It has to be hidden somewhere, and then if they find it and see it, they have to, right then and there, chug it. We were doing a Zoom call, with some friends of ours, and like one of the they brought us a care package for this game we played over Zoom, and we couldn't open it until the game started. And one of the games was we had to open this, like, it was teams of two, so it was me and my wife, and then all these other couples, teams of two. It was a wrapped gift, and one of you had to, with oven mitts, unwrap it while the other one played the game. So, like, we didn't know what was in there. So my wife's opening it with these oven mitts. She finally gets it open, and there's a smearing off ice in there. So the second half is the other person has to, chug the smearing off ice, and whoever finished it first got the points for that round. So that was pretty funny. What's up?
You're standing in the way of my beer.
I'm about to put Club Dub on.
You're gonna get banned?
Club Dub has never been signed by anybody or anything, so I think I'm okay. Okay. So we got some music playing tonight. It's a band from my college, so hopefully we won't get in trouble. Hopefully it's not too loud. If it's too loud, let me know. But orbit completed. Just going back, spinner to spinner. Love it. Oh, stay. Ah. Anybody getting cool pinball gifts for Christmas? Some of you probably saw my post online, but my mother-in-law got me a cool picture of me in front of one of my games, like made it to look like I was like a Simpsons character. So that's pretty cool. That was really the only pinball related thing I got though. Ooh, ultrasonic cleaner. I do not have one of those, but I've heard amazing things. I'm one of those people who is too lazy to clean up what I got, and I always buy new. But the results from those are amazing. Damn. I got a few buddies in the area that swear by them. So, like, whether it be, are those only for plastics, or can you put, like, if they're those old style, like, metal posts, or a whole bunch of, you know, just, like, metal posts from the game, or, like gates and things like that, can all those go in there? I saw someone, I felt bad for them. Somebody posted recently, I think it was on Facebook, that they put their playfield plastics in an ultrasonic cleaner, and it ruined all of them. And then all it is basically, or wait, maybe I'm thinking of two different things. So I know there's ultrasonic cleaners, and then are there tumblers too? So like what's the cleaning agent in an ultrasonic cleaner, I guess? Because tumblers, right? There's like you put a bunch of walnuts in there, and it like cleans off all the stuff. Then ultrasonic cleaners, I guess. Does it use like UV or something? Oh, damn it. Oh, spin is lit. Spin is lit. Let me have it. Interesting. Okay, so it's a liquid cleaner. Okay, so basically it just does all the scrubbing for you. Just it uses a liquid medium instead of a physical one that a tumbler would use. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, toothbrush would take a while. Get them spinners. Okay, like I said, we're going after that 700 and something. I think it was 752. So we got a drop target there that we didn't hit. Oh well, I'll take it. Just wait for them points. Ah! That far right spinner's so scary, but I love hitting it. So it seems the top lanes are giving us some bonus advances too. Yeah, one at least. Ooh. Stay with me. Yeah. Keep getting those bonus X's, baby. Also, we didn't talk about lighting extra ball. I always forget that in my tutorials because I never have them turned on. You should light extra ball by hitting the, like finishing those orbit values. If you hit the 5, the 10, the 15, 20, get all the way through them, extra ball should light at the saucer. Okay, so tumblers take longer. Gotcha. Yeah, it would be nice if the blackout feature was something I wanted to go for more. Now, the spinners alone and the rules surrounding those and how to get them lit and the orbits and everything, that's fun enough for like me to keep it around. I don't know if you could do custom code with the saucer to hold a ball in there. Like, you'd have to add some switches to the trough. I don't know if you could put more than one. Yeah, because it doesn't have the multiple staging areas. Well, if you got one in the saucer, no, you couldn't put. I was thinking maybe you could somehow create a multi-ball, like, because of the saucer. But, yeah, just... I think the main thing I would want is give us something else to do with the saucer, or, like, some sort of... Did you say, you said crank it up, and maybe like an end-of-line thing, where like, if you, I don't know. There's not really a shot that leads to like a shot being set up for the saucer, but yeah, some way to make the saucer more interesting and the player want to go for it. Make it some sort of jackpot value that you can build up higher than what it already is, and I don't know. There's some stuff to do there for sure, but, I think, yeah, just the spinners alone on this are great to keep it around for a while. Okay. So you've seen other games with saucers being done. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, I'm sure people can do it, just, my, basic understanding of how things would work and where everything's set up on the game. Something definitely seems to need to be modded. I don't know where you put the second ball. Ooh. When I got this from my friend, this belongs to a friend of mine, Jesse at Arcade Legacy here in Cincinnati. If you're in town, when things get back to normal, go to Arcade Legacy. Somebody had wired this up so that both flipper buttons would move the lanes up top. So I had to reverse that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else funny going on in this game. I think for the most part it had good bones. It had a really messed up center pop bumper here. It was completely falling apart, and then when I hooked it back up, the coil was bad, the transistor and the pre-drive transistor on the board were bad. It was all kinds of messed up. So, everything else was in pretty good shape. And I wonder too, like when these games first came out, like were these inserts this clear? Because the weird thing about these early Williams is like you see the light bulbs, even if they're incandescent, you see them through those inserts like perfectly. You think they'd make them a little bit more opaque so you don't see the light bulb as easily through them. Oh, the spinner wasn't ready for me to hit it again. Oh, that was cool. Yeah, like once you get everything lit up, like you're just hitting those lit spinners over and over and over again. I don't know how hard it was on yours, but if I'm specifically going to write light the right spinners, it's not too bad to get those drop targets because I can backhand them. That pop bumper helps me a lot sometimes, so it's not very frustrating for me to get those right spinners lit. But I mean, it may take 5 or 6 shots up there to get them all down twice, and then you know you might not even get the ball set up in a situation that you can rip the spinners after that. Come on, baby. Now I'm making those drop targets look hard. Ooh, the sounds reset. That's good. It's always good on spinner rip. Damn. That's gonna be tough. Yeah. And a backhand on the fly, not gonna happen. Oh yeah, those switches that hang down, or like was a switch in the play. But either way, that's probably how you gotta do it. You're right. The balls they sit right next to each other. Yeah, it's just something I always notice here, like the white ones. I guess it's not consistent across the whole board. I guess in order to see the numbers, they got to make the opaque ones. But yeah, all the white ones aren't like that. But any other color, I guess if there's nothing on, like printed on the insert, they went with those clear ones. Nope. Like so, yeah. So it seems like even the green ones with the 2x, 3x, whatever, those are still clear. So they didn't go opaque with everything with print on them. Yeah, that's definitely an issue on these wins. Like my firepower and going through this game, the worst one was this triangle insert for the 1000 to the back right spinner. I'm not a big take inserts out, redo them, and all that kind of stuff. So, and it wasn't really that bad, but what was happening was the ball would get just enough air off it to not really rip that spinner good. So I just pushed it down as well as I could and put a piece of Mylar over it, and now it rips fine. But that was very minor. If it was really bad, I probably would have taken that and replaced it with a new one. But see, that's what I'm talking about there. Like on the plunge, I got that drop target bank down once. And I've actually like specifically gone for that sometimes. You know, short plunge into that pop bumper and hope it gets you some drop targets right on the plunge. Oh boy, oh boy. Not gonna cut it. Bad sound, bad sound. Oh, just missed it. There we go. Relief. Condition red. Oh, I almost got off a ricochet. Come on! Ah. Ew. Ah. Come on, Pop Bumper, help me. Help me. Yes! Okay. Rip it! That wasn't a very good one, but got it up there. Yeah, less for sure. I mean, I sold my firepower way low to Sean Davis down in Louisville. I think I charged him $1,100 for that, but I'd say most people are wanting at least $1,500 for firepower nowadays, and this is probably still in the $1,000 to $1,200 range, fully working. That was a slight flipper hop. Come on! I didn't get a good rip once. Yeah, this and Firepower are the only two games. Now maybe Williams has another game with spinners they do it for, but Williams is the only company I've seen do that delayed scoring. And like I said, this one's different than Firepower. Firepower's nothing until the spinner stops. This one's giving you hundreds at a time, and then maybe when it stops, it starts adding those thousands on top of it. All right, we got Blackout ready. Blackout doesn't look nearly as cool on stream because of my extra lighting, but damn it! We're averaging like 4 to 6, but we can't get that 753. We'll get there. That 753 might have been with extra balls on too, but we'll get there. Terrible! Wait. Woo! On the fly, rip! Oh, I still got it. That was funny. Woo! Don't go out on me. Oh, that stinker of a drop target's the one that's left. Let's try and get Blackout. Blackout. Man, 80s like early solid state Williams sounds were just so light years ahead of everybody else. For people that watched this and Panthera when I streamed that last month, those sounds are terrible. It definitely was Williams, Stern, Gottlieb. And Gottlieb was like way far down at 3. Well, Bally's got to be in there somewhere. Bally's were solid. It'd probably be Williams, Bally, Stern, Gottlieb for early solid state sounds. gotta get that last stingy drop target. Ooh, ooh. Get pop bumper love. Come on. That was not good pop bumper love. You dummy. Oh, no way. Blackout's a ripoff! Let me check this out. It's exactly the same. That's funny. Yeah. Great call on like video games and pinball. I can't remember what pinball game. I want to say Defender. Like, I didn't play that game a bunch, but like before I got into like pinball a lot, and I was just kind of going to arcades in general, like, you know, they would have new pinballs and old arcades. So like I was playing like Defender and other Williams games. I can't remember what else Williams did. But anyway, so like, yeah, a lot of the sounds in Defender I feel like are in Firepower and this game. Joust is the other one. Thank you. Get them drops. Stay with me. Stay with me. God, that one stingy. Oh, I got it. That was sick. I just hit straight up the middle. Sure, I didn't want to hit those lit spinners. No. Alright, we gotta pivot. We gotta go back to doing orbits. That was working way better for us before. Take the drops when we can, then go back to orbits. Hell yeah, this is a great first game. I started with EMs. Or EM, I guess. I went to Solid State after I got my first game, which was an EM. But this would be a fantastic first game. It would condition you to love spinners right off the bat. Damn. I want to hit that far right spinner. Oh, a baby rip. That was a Junior Bacon Classic rip right there. Pile on them points. Oh, lucky. Right back to it. Come on, baby. We're about halfway there. Okay, so we hit the top drop targets. Ooh, nice. Hit the top drop targets 3 times down. That's why we were able to get Blackout without having red done, which is the dangerous middle. Come on, baby! Oh! Too many advances. $4.52. Yeah, those sounds that you know from Defender that are in Deadpool, those are definitely in Firepower. Cheese grater, warm playfield. Whoa, baby. Don't. Keep ripping. Keep ripping. Ooh, a little baby rip on me. Nice. Got my 5x bonus. I believe I'm maxed. Yep. Now we just want orbits. Oh, God. Ah, don't do that. What are we getting bonus there? Was it 30 times 5, so 150? Yeah. Alright, so we need like 100. No. We need like 75,000. Okay, keep going orbits. We got 20k sitting right there. Ready on the left orbit. No! Maybe a Blackout will do the rest. Let's see. Oh, God, don't do that. Keep going orbits. Stick to your plan. Ooh, I think we got it. Sweet! Alright, now we don't want to roll the damn thing. So we need to get as close to all 9s as we can. Damn. No! Extra man sound and joust for the top lanes. Right on. Alright, so let's keep going. So again, for those not familiar with 6-digit games in the 80s, if I get 1,000,000 points on this, yeah, we'll know I got 1,000,000 points, but the game doesn't. The game only sees 6 digits. So if you want the high score to save, you have to get less than 1,000,000 points. So all 9s would be the highest you can get, but the last digit's always 0. So it's all 9s with the last digit being 0 is the highest possible high score you can have on these. So you kind of have to play this game that I'm at right now, so I only got 20,000 in bonus right now, so I'm still safe. You want to make sure that you either tilt out or drain before your game rolls over 1,000,000 points. Damn it. No. I'll take it. Oh, God, playing dangerous. Flips at 1,000,000. But does the game know that you got 1,000,000? So just like this, like you got to keep it to under 1,000,000 if you want it to save. Damn. Okay, now we got... Trying to get a trap here so we can do some calculating. Oh, man. Okay, 912. What's 26 times 3? That's 60. 76. I'm taking that. Oh, we only had 2x. Damn, okay, I thought I had 3x. So we would have been at like 980 something. Alright, that's the new high. Okay, yeah. Yep, so that's just what we did. I had room to get one more X of bonus. I thought we were on 3X already. I misread. And I was too nervous because we were sitting on 26 bonus. And if I would have gotten a little bit more bonus and gotten one more bonus multiplier, I probably would have been too high. But I thought we were going to be at 980 something. But we were only at 2X. So we should have gotten another 23,000. So that would have been like a pretty solid high score that would have been tough to beat. I've gotten over 990 before, I think on Harlem Globetrotters. That one was crazy because I actually tilted the game as it was on its way, because I got an award that it was still counting it up, and I just tilted the hell out of the game, and it did stop at like 996 maybe. Thanks, Chad.